Hi and welcome back to Garden Ninja. Now today's video guide is going to show you how to plant spring bulbs. Now there are loads of guides online showing you how to plant bulbs, but what they tend to miss is the why. Why do we plant them at certain times of year and how? And this video guide is going to teach you everything you need to know about bulbs, so no matter what you're planting and what level of experience you've got, you're going to plant bulbs for success, meaning that in the spring and early summer the following year, your garden's going to be full of gorgeous blooms. So grab your bulbs and a trowel and let's get cracking. Now before we jump in and start planting bulbs like other guides, let's take a look at what a bulb actually is. And here we have a daffodil bulb. Now a bulb is an underground storage unit, and it's made up of a number of scales, which are the leaves that store the energy. It then has this kind of papery surface on the outside, followed by a basal plate and root. The basal plate simply means the bottom, and the root is how it anchors itself into the soil and how it takes up moisture and nutrients. So it's really important that we can find the bottom, which is usually flat with some roots, and the top, which usually has this little tunic or neck sticking up. However, if you don't know where the bottom of your bulb is, the easiest way to plant them is on the side, because either way then you've got the best access to the roots. You don't want to plant them the wrong way up, or else it's a real mission for the bulb to turn the main stem around, and most times they'll simply rot and die. Now the best time to plant bulbs is in autumn, and this is when the bulbs are dormant, and you'll suddenly see garden centres, nurseries and online stockists starting to sell bulbs any time from September all the way through to December. The prime time to plant them, however, is towards the end of October and November, when the temperatures have changed and it's relatively cool. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the red button to subscribe today. Also click the bell for notifications. We'll have access to hundreds of garden design hints, tips and hacks from me, the Garden Ninja. And best of all, it's free. Now there are a few conditions that you want to avoid when planting bulbs. You don't want to plant them when there's been a heavy frost or it's really cold. You also don't want to plant them in a heat wave or if the garden's been totally flooded by a torrential downpour. But other than that, a cool, relatively calm autumn day like today is the perfect time to plant bulbs. So grab a trowel and I'm going to show you how to do that now. Now when it comes to planting bulbs, one of the key fails that most gardeners get wrong is the planting depth. They either plant them too shallow or too deep. If you plant them too shallow, then when they emerge from the ground, they've just not got the support. So things like daffodils, alliums and tulips, they'll just keel over and they look really floppy and messy, and then people get confused as to why they've fallen over. If you plant them too deep, you run the risk of them rotting by becoming waterlogged. And it also means that the stem, when it emerges, has far further to grow and uses up precious energy, meaning it may not flower or it may just look a bit lacklustre during the next spring. When it comes to planting bulbs, the golden rule is to plant any bulb 3 times the size of the bulb down into the ground, otherwise known as 3 times its depth. And you can apply this to pretty much any bulb. And as long as you use the rule of 3, your bulbs are going to be absolutely fine. Now you can buy dibbers or bulb planters that look a little bit like this. Now they're really useful for small bulbs like snowdrops, but for bigger bulbs like daffs, you end up spearing a hole, wiggling it around, and you end up with a void where the bulb doesn't touch the bottom. So rather than using a dibber, I'm simply going to use a good old-fashioned trowel. And what I like to do when I'm planting my daffodils or bulbs is to plant them in 3s. I group them and dot them around the garden so they've got the most impact. Alternatively, you can sow them in a drift if they've scattered, but because bulbs propagate with bulblets next to each other, it makes more sense to plant them as they would look in the wild rather than trying to stylise them too much. So using a nice sharp trowel, what I want to do is dig down to 3 times the depth of that daffodil bulb. So the bulb is there and I can work out, say 1, 2, 3, it's going to come up to about there, the collar on that trowel, so a bit deeper. And using a trowel is a really good way because you can measure the bulb against the side and then work out how deep it needs to go. Now, take your time with this. You can enjoy it on a nice autumn day. You don't need to rush to get hundreds of bulbs in 10 minutes. Really enjoy the process. Okay, so we know we need the roots at the bottom. We know we need the tunic at the top, and that bulb is good to go in. And I'm going to just cover it back over with the soil as it was. There we go. And then give it a good firm in to make sure that it's got contact with the soil. And then because I like the rule of 3, I'm going to plant another 2 here in this triangle format. So when it comes to buying bulbs, you are met with a myriad of different options. You've got specialist bulb sellers, you've got discount stores, and everything in between. Now, my top tip for gardeners is to see if you can get a bargain from discount stores, because often in the early autumn they have big stands full of different bulbs at really low prices, and it's a good way to bulk up your gardens. The second tip is to make sure that when you're buying bulbs, you're buying enough of them. You don't just want 1 pack of mixed daffodils to fill an entire garden. So rather than having just a row of a few bulbs dotted around the garden, we want to plant them en masse, meaning that we can either group them together in big groups or clumps or drift them throughout borders. And the reason for that is they'll be far more consistent and have higher impact than if you've just got a few dotted around. So whenever you're buying them, make sure you're buying them in multiples and that you think about the size of the garden that you've got and how many bulbs you're going to be able to concentrate in each area. Now, there's another method of planting bulbs that can look really good, especially if you're tight on space or you've got a lawn that throughout the spring doesn't really do much, and that's called naturalizing bulbs in a lawn. Usually you see guides where people cut out squares, lift off turf, arrange daffodils, put soil on, turf back, water. It's a bit of a faff. I've got a far easier way of planting bulbs in a lawn, meaning you can maximise all of the space in your garden without breaking the bank or your back. And all you're going to need is a sharp spade. My method involves cutting a slit trench into the lawn, which you can then plant your daffodils or your snowdrops straight into. And because your spade will give you a nice arc, it gives you these beautiful lines that you can plant up with bulbs to make things look really natural and beautiful. And it couldn't be easier. I've chosen this area here just outside of this tree canopy, and in spring it's going to look gorgeous. So I'm going to use a slit trench around here to put my daffs in. Once you've dug your slit like so, take your spade out, grab yourself a couple or 3 daffodil bulbs, pull the slit up, and then you push them all the way down through. And it's super easy because once you've got your slit trench, I'm going to be planting these snakehead fritillaries in here, keeping them away from basbo and Percy because they're toxic to dogs if they eat them. But in they go, and then you simply cover over the slit and give it a stamp. It could not be easier. And next spring those will come up looking really natural and beautiful. Now, when it comes to growing bulbs in containers, the same rules apply. We plant them 3 times their depth. The only difference with containers and bulbs, like bulb lasagna, is that you're going to have to feed your bulbs each year because they're totally reliant on growth, such as the compost. And after a year's growth, when you've got loads of bulbs and plants in there, it's going to become depleted. Now, you can either use a liquid feed, mulch, or a proprietary plant-based feed, entirely up to you. But if you don't feed them, what you'll find is that over the next couple of years they become more lacklustre and fail to emerge. They might even just rot in the compost. If you want to know more about plant feed, check out my guide on plant fertiliser and also what's inside plant feed, and that will help determine which plant feed you want to use. Now, how quickly should you plant bulbs once you've bought them? And my answer is as soon as possible. because these bulbs will have been lifted, stored, transported and been put on shelves in garden centres, probably already for a matter of months. Now this bulb is still alive, don't forget. Although it's a bit dry and crispy, it's still respiring, it's taking in moisture very slowly and breathing, it's a living thing. So once we get them, we need to get them into the ground so that they can get moisture and nutrients and establish themselves before spring. Don't be fooled into thinking you can leave them in the boot of your car, the shed, under the stairs for a matter of weeks until it suits you to plant them. The sooner you get them in, the more chance you have of success. If you leave them all the way through the winter, the chances are they're either going to go mouldy or dry out completely. So once you've got them, get your gloves on and let's get them in. Have you got gardening questions that you need answers for? Well, why not head over to the Garden Ninja forum on my blog, where you can ask me anything about gardens, plants and garden design. There's a whole army of other garden ninjas there that can help provide answers to your questions. It's a really great way to meet the other ninjas, so head over there now. So there we go, my super easy way of planting bulbs either in your garden, containers or lawn that's super fuss free and make sure that these come up every spring looking absolutely amazing. If you've liked this video, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, where there are now hundreds of garden design, hints, tips and hacks to help you make your garden awesome. If you've got comments, please put them below. If you've got really detailed gardening questions, head over to my forum at gardenninja.co.uk. I've been Lee Burkhill, the Garden Ninja. Happy gardening.